Hi, in this lesson, I'm going to go over Chapter 3 review question number 38. This question is requested by a student. So here we go. So we're given that angle 1 is congruent to angle P. We also given angle 4 is congruent to angle P. We have VP bisecting angle RVO, and we need to show angle TVP is congruent to MVP. So there's just a bunch of given things here. Again, say that before we do any type of proof, first thing always make a plan. It's like I say, doing a proof without a plan is like driving without a goal, where you're going, knowing where you're going. So let's make a plan. I look at what I wanted here. So let's look at this statement. This statement here, I have angle TVP congruent angle TVP. TVP and MVP. I need to show that they equal each other. So let me look at what exactly is this two angle here. TVP, I'm going to highlight in red. TVP, okay, the TVP is this one. So I want to show this angle is congruent to MVP, which is this angle. Okay. To get to what I wanted, let me write it down. So plan, I want. So that means what I needed at the end. At the end of my proof, I'm going to need, let me write it. I want to have angle of TVP congruent to angle of MVP. That is what I wanted, what I needed. Now, look at what I needed. Well, what does angle TVP consist of? Look at these two here, 1 and 2. I highlighted, well, angle 1 TVP consists of angle 1 and angle 2. That means I need to show, before this step here, I can get to here, I need to get measurement angle 1 plus measurement angle 2 equal to measurement angle 3 plus measurement angle 4. I need this. Well, this is what I need before I can get to the next step, right? So I'm going to go up here. I'm planning using backward here. So I look at what I need now. I'm going to go from the beginning, use the given to see if I can arrive at two equations where angle 1 at 2 plus measurement 3 plus measurement 4 equal each other. So let's look at a given. So we are given that angle 1 is congruent to angle P. I'm going to mark it using green because give it to me. So 1 is congruent to P. Okay. I also know 4 is congruent to P. Well, 4 is right here. Well, using this given, I can make the conclusion that 1 is congruent to 4. So in my plan, let me label them. So plan. Okay. I have angle 1 congruent to angle P. I have angle 4 also congruent to angle P. Let's look at the picture here. What do you notice? 1 is congruent to P. 4 also congruent to P. It tells me they congruent to each other. So 1 is congruent to 4. So using that, I can make the conclusion that 1 is congruent to 4. So angle 1 congruent to angle 4. That's only one thing I have. Well, look at what I want over here and here. 1 and 4, 1 on either side. Then when it looks like I'm on equal track. Now, let's look at what else is given. We're also given VP bisects angle ROV. Okay, angle ROV is this angle over here. And bisecting means it cut into two equal parts. So two angles have the same measurement. That's what it means here, been bisecting. So the next piece of information I have is angle VP bisects angle. Angle RVO. Okay, bisecting. What does it tell me, bisecting? The keyword is bisecting. Bisecting angle bisector separate angle into equal with equal measures. So it tells me angle 2 and angle 3 are equal to each other, having the same measurement. So here I could say, using that piece of information, I could say, let me write it. Let me write it here. Okay. So I have measurement angle 2 plus measurement angle 3, or equal to measurement angle 3, bisecting, having the same measure. Okay, looks like we're almost there. So I need to have, let's look at what I want. Again, I want this. I want this right here. Okay, I want to have 1 plus 2 measurement angle 1 plus measurement angle 2 equal to measurement angle 3 plus measurement angle 4. Look at what I have here. Let me label this 1, equation 1. Okay. How do you make equation 1 and equation 2 to look like what I wanted? Notice that all I have to do is this step here. I have 2 equations. Well, for equation, I can add them. So the next step here, I could say, well, if I add these 2 equations together, I would have 1 plus 2 equals 3 plus 4 by addition property of equality. So I can add them. So addition property of equality. Basically, just add them. Equation 1 plus 2. Easy as 1 plus 2. And looks like we have a plan. Okay, so keep this plan in mind. So first thing, I use the given information. This piece of given information right here. I come up with 1 congruent to 4. I also use a given piece of bisector to congruent with this one, which is my step 2. And once I've done that, I set them equal to each other, basically add them. I have this, and then conclusion that. So this is my plan. Again, for my plan, I like to draw a little happy cloud around the plan. I want to keep that in mind when I write my proof. The plan basically guides you on how to write the proof. Okay, so let me write the proof using the plan. So let's give it. So I need angle 1 congruent angle 4. That's the first thing I need. So before that, I need to write a given. So let's write it. So on the left hand side, let me write compare here. So given step 1. I'm given angle 1 congruent to angle P. I'm given angle 4 also congruent to angle P. Okay, so this is first piece is given to me. Okay, now next thing I do is I'm going to look at, we say using my plan, say, well, they both congruent to angle P, therefore they must congruent to each other. Okay, so angle 1 congruent to angle P. Oh, let me write it. So this means angle 1 congruent to angle 4. Okay, what property is that one? Think about it. Well, what is saying here, what angle 1 congruent to angle P, and then angle P congruent to angle 4. It's a transitive property. We said A to B, B to C, therefore A to C, same thing. So this is transitive property of congruence. So transitive property of congruence. That's 2. Now again, when I do my proof here, I always want to look at what's in my plan. So in my plan here, I have 1 congruent to 4. Well, I have the first piece that I needed. Now the next piece is to make angle 2 congruent to angle 3. So let me use the bisect piece. So number 3. Okay, let me do that. Oh, let me write in the same size. Number 3. I have VP bisects angle RVO. So VP bisects angle RVO. Okay, and number 3, this is given. Okay, and number 4, bisecting tells me is cuts this angle into with equal measurements. So I'm gonna write. So this tells me that this is the bisector. So angle 2 is congruent to angle 3, or measurement angle 2 equal to measurement angle 3. Okay, that's what bisector does. It separates the angle into equal parts. So I say measurement angle 2 is equal to measurement angle 3. Okay, number 4, because it's a bisector, I say if a if a ray bisects an angle, then it forms 2 angles with equal measures. So I say if a ray, in this case is a segment, right, bisects an angle, it forms 2 angles with equal measures of equal measure. Okay, so that is my step 4 here. Now I'm going to go back to remind myself what I wanted. So on myself, I want to have 2 congruent to 3, measurement angle 2 equal measurement angle 3, which is I have. Well, follow my plan. I have 2 equations, all I have to do is just add these 2 equations next. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to highlight so you see it. I have measurement angle 1 equal to measurement angle 4. Well, notice that something is missing over here. I have 1 equal to 4 only, congruent. I need measurement. So it tells me I might need to add a little step over here. Oh, let me add a little step. So that means I'm not going to call 3 and 4 anymore. In the between step, I'm going to add. So I'm missing over here. Let me rewrite it. Let me insert, add a little space. Insert space. Okay, I need something missing over here. Okay, this is cool. So I'm going to write 3, but that's okay. So draw. So in our step here, I'm going to insert another step. This is 3. I want to have this using 2, I know they have equal measure. So measurement angle 1 equal to measurement angle 4. That was what's missing. So 3 over here, they say 2 angles are congruent, then they have equal measures. So I have to say if 2 angles are congruent, then they have equal measures. Or you could just say angles with congruent angles have equal measures. You could just say that. So if 2 angles congruent, then they have equal measure. Okay, then they have equal measure. Okay, so now I need to relabel myself again. Notice that when you do a proof, it's okay to go back and rework again until your reasoning flows. So 4, and so this is my 4. So number 3 I have it, number 4 is given. So maybe label them. So number 4 here is given. So number 5, I have it. Now let's check see if we have what we wanted. I want to do, remember in my plan here, I want to have 2 equations. One's measurement angle 1 have same measure as measurement angle 4 here. I want to have 1 equal to 4. So once I have these 2 equations, I can add both sides. Okay, so let's do it. So I'm going to add this one, equation 3. Let me highlight it. This one plus this one. So on the left-hand side plus left-hand side, right-hand side plus right-hand side, I'm basically adding them. So next piece, I say, well, number 6, measurement angle 1 plus measurement angle 2 is equal to measurement angle 4 plus measurement angle 3. Okay, that is number 6. And we say we're basically adding an equal measure to both sides of equation. So this is addition property of equality. So I say addition property of equality. I like to tell my reader which step I'm using the adding here. So I'm going to write it out. This is step 3 and step 5. Okay. Now I'm going to proceed to the next one. Well, look at my picture here. Again, we say 1 plus angle 1 plus angle 2. It is angle TVP, which is in my plan over here. So 1 plus 2 is TVP. Angle 3 plus angle 4 is going to give me angle MVP. So I'm going to write that down here. Okay, so let's write it. So number 7. So measurement angle, again, look at the angle when you write it, is angle TVP. So TVP is equal to measurement angle 1 plus measurement angle 2. Measurement angle TVP, on the right hand side I have MVP. So MVP is equal to measurement angle 4 plus measurement angle 3. And number 7, the reason for it is I'm telling you that the measure of 2 smaller angles add up to the whole one here. So the smaller one add up to the whole one. This is called angle addition postulate. So angle addition postulate. Okay. Now number 8. Well, now I just need to do substitution. I said, well, measurement angle TVP is the same thing. Oh, let me use a different highlighter. So TVP is the same thing as angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle MVP is the same as, has same measure angle 4 plus angle 3. So now all I have to do is rewrite it. So I say, therefore, number 8, I say replace the angle 1, angle 2 with angle TVP. So I say measurement angle TVP is equal to measurement angle MVP. And that's a basic substitution. So substitution, and I like to tell my reader which step am I using. Substitution involving step 6 and 7. Okay. Now, number 9, I need to show angle TVP is congruent to angle MVP to have the same measure already. Therefore, I can say they are congruent. So angle TVP is congruent to angle MVP. Okay, number 9, say if two angles have the same measure, then they are congruent. So if two angles are equal in measure, then they are congruent. Okay, and this completes the proof. Let me zoom in so you see the whole proof. Okay, so again, for doing proof here, I say when you start, don't just jump into writing the actual proof. Make a plan. Okay, the plan is the part where you're gonna follow and do it. And thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.